Alright, now, push it forward. Push it forward. Lock it down. There you go. Do you play?
¿Cómo le hago los?
Sir.
Alright, what's going on YouTube? Your homie Guy Body. Want to do a good information video today. As always, I try to make those my videos very good information. Just try to help out, especially for for the black community, to kind of give them a shortcut so they won't have to go through, or just anybody, period. So you won't have to go through all the learning curves that I had to go through, and to kind of help you get to where you want to be a little quicker. But I like to get to my EDC dump real quick. I got my Streamlight ProTac 2LX. I love this light, man. New knife, zero tolerance, the 0350 model, all black, G10 grips, the S30V steel, Ken Onion design. Man, I love this knife. It's real beefy, and I'm just digging that knife. Wallet, multi-tool, y'all already know, Leatherman skeleton tool, bandana, Burst beeswax, and my red Zippo. Y'all know I like to coordinate. Got the coordinate. A red Rat's tourniquet. That's it. Y'all already know. Glock 23, 40 caliber, Gen 4. Riding in my Tier 1 conceal. Yeah, Tier 1 conceal. I'm really digging this OD green lately. And we're just gonna sit this right here. Alright, this is gonna be a very good information. Now, first off, I'm gonna first start off with the video. This is about the pros and cons of building the AR, building and buying. The pros and cons for both of them. In my opinion, all this is my opinion. And I would suggest, like, first off, if you've never owned an AR or rifle and you choosing the AR platform, I would say get a rifle. Number one, price range. We're gonna go to price range first, between $500 and $700. Two, once you select that gun, figure out what price range you got. You want to go with a brand and a model, a manufacturer that has a lifetime warranty, no hassle, lifetime warranty. And that way you can get a feel for it, get some trigger time behind it, see how it functions, see what it don't like, and and all that good stuff before you decide you want to spend more money on one, or before you want to build one. And this is what I consider, and I think everybody consider this, is a Core 15 AR. It's like one of the entry levels. None of this stuff came on it, not the Magpul furniture, none of this was on there. Which you probably can find it with it on there, but I had to put it on there. I paid like $675 for this gun without none of this stuff. I had to add. Only thing was on here, the front sight, which is this front sight works as the gas block and a front sight post. So I had to put all this stuff on here, but it is unloaded. You can see. You see the orange followers, nothing in the chamber. Everything is safe. I just got a mag in there for the look. This is an entry level. I would suggest anybody, if you never owned the AR and you want to go that platform, get you something like a Smith & Wesson or a Core 15. Some of those manufacturers that has made them for a while, and they have a lifetime warranty. No hassle lifetime warranty too, because a lot of people are making ARs now because it's easy. And then once you get some trigger time behind one of them, not necessarily a core, but something like that, and then you want to up your game up, you want to get something a little more, go up in the price range, and say you don't know if you want to build or buy one put together, but you want to get a better quality. Okay, so we're gonna start with the build. This is my BCM build. This is clear too. Nothing's in the mag. Y'all can see it's clear. But this is the build. I built this, even though this is primarily BCM. Everything on the upper is BCM. The bolt carrier group and all that stuff is BCM. And I did, you know, put everything I want on accessory wise. But pros and cons on this. Pros, I would say, being able to set it up exactly how you want it and put everything on it, whether it's cheap or expensive. That's the pros on it. This is my opinion. And then the con would be, okay, if something goes wrong with it, you gotta replace that part. You gotta fix it yourself, you know. So you have to look at that. If you're not the mechanical type of guy that like to build and fix stuff, and if you do decide to build it, then you gotta break it down to replace one part, like the gas tube or the gas block or your barrels is shot out or whatever, and you got to break all this stuff down. If you don't want to go through all that, I would say you might want to go with the one that's already built. I totally built everything on this rifle. Even though, like I said, the upper is totally BCM, I bought all the parts separate and put it together. Now you can buy this upper already put together, and you still can, even though you build one straight out, you can still search for those parts that has warranties, you know, on them. Like some companies back their stuff up, so I mean they just believe in their stuff, so they'll still give you a warranty on the bolt carrier or whatever. It just depends. Not all of them. I'm not just saying that, but some people will. So you just have to do your research on it. And like I said, the pros of it is having it set up exactly how you want. Nothing on there that you don't want, because a lot of times you know people buy ARs. Like my first one, I bought it and I still end up I took the stock off of it and put a mag pull on there. I took the grip off there and put a mag pull on it, you know what I'm saying? And I end up adding, you know, all the other stuff like the red dot and all that, but which everybody going to do that. But that's just the pros of it, and pros and cons in my opinion. You know, building one and buying one put together. And also with pros on it, even though I built this and I'm responsible for everything myself, I did save a few hundred. And then at the same time, it still end up going back, because if you buy a BCM, same length and all that stuff, the same setup, without, you know, minus this, the foregrip, if you buy a complete pistol, 11.5 pistol, it's not gonna come with a SB Tactical. So I save money on building myself a few hundred, and then I still end up going back, because buying this SB Tactical and the buffer tube that I'm using costs a little more than the one they probably would have used on the one coming from the factory, but everything else would have been the same. So, you know, you got to look into that. You know, yeah, I might build this myself, but are you really going to save money by building yourself? Because some of the components you may save because you're putting it together yourself, but then when you look at it, when you're buying a pistol brace, what type of pistol brace? So you're going to get a cheaper one or something like this, or, you know, whatever, and so you still might end up going back in the cost. So you could have been like, well, I could have just bought that and then put bought it already put together and put the pistol brace I wanted on there. So it's just pros and cons. And then my whole reason for building this myself, because I did want a BCM rifle, which I still probably get another one in the future, years from now or whatever. I'm not gonna say years, but later on, it's not important right now. But I also wanted a Daniel Defense. So I said, you know what, I'll buy the Daniel Defense put together. And I seen I could just buy all the pieces for the BCM build, and that's what I did. And it really wasn't a point of me trying to save money when it came to this build, because I wanted to build a rifle, period, or rifle or a pistol or a firearm. I wanted to build that on the AR platform, and I also wanted to own a BCM too. So I just said, you know what, I just get the BCM components and rock with it like that. So that's just those the pros and cons of building, in my opinion. And then the pros and cons, and it's not many cons when it comes to this, in my opinion. For me, that's just because it's my opinion. This is my Daniel Defense DDM 4 V7. This is the M-Lock version. You know, you can get it in the V11, and it'll be the key mod, I want to say, or whatever. Yeah, alright, yeah, key mod, whatever. Okay, the pros. I'm gonna go with the pros first. Of course, BCM got one of the best. I'm not BCM, but Daniel Defense got one of the best warranties out there. One of the best. No. I mean, they not gonna hassle you. If they stuff failed, they're gonna replace it. If you damaged it, depending on what it is, they probably still will replace it because that's just how much they back their stuff. You know, that's just how much they do. They love. I mean, they believe in that stuff. Like, especially when it comes to this barrel. Like, if you can shoot a Daniel Defense barrel and wear it out, they waiting on somebody to do that. There ain't too many people have. And then to be honest, if they have, it's probably on full auto and not semi-automatic. So, like I said, the pros with this was, like, to be honest, everything on this thing, I wanted it. Minus they didn't have any sights, you know, especially the price, you know, you spent on it. But they don't put it on there because the simple reason everybody want to change up stuff. You know what I'm saying? They don't put sights on them because, I mean, you probably can find some with it, but for the ones that they just, you know, putting out there for the most part, they're not going to have sights on it because everybody got their own taste and what type of sights they want or whatnot. And like I said, you got the warranty. But even though I was satisfied with everything on this rifle, how it was set up, you might not be. You might not like this stock. I see a lot of reviews on it before I bought this gun last year. You know, I was doing a lot of research on it last year. I didn't end up buying it towards the first of the year. But a lot of people, they don't like this stock because of the grip on it. They don't like the rubber stock on it. So a lot of them changed this out and put a BCM or Mad Pull stock on there because they don't like it. Guys, they say they got beards. It says rubbing up against it, pulling the hair on the beards and stuff. Some people don't like this grip. They change it out. Some people don't like the full grip that come on there. They change that out. And that's just everybody's, you know, that's personal preference. But just so happened for me, I liked everything on here. I just had to add my red dot and my backup irons and throw my sling on there, and I was good to go. So for me, it was all pros for me. You know what I'm saying? Me building my firearm was just for the fun and joy and to say, hey, I built that. Because if I wasn't a builder, I would have bought this same firearm already put together for BCM. You know what I mean? But I just wanted to build it because that's me. I like to tinker with stuff. I like to fix and put stuff together. That's just me. So this is a quick video, man, and pros and cons, in my opinion, pros and cons of building or buying an AR put together. Man, I hope this video can help y'all out on what direction y'all want to go. And if you can afford to do both, buy one, put together, and build you one. That's what I say. But if you can't, make up your mind. See, do you really want to, you know what I'm saying, if something happened to it, especially if you buy high price components, do you really want to buy that component again if it malfunctions? Versus, even these are high components, and both of these guns, the build and this my BCM build and my Daniel Defense. But if something break on this BCM, I gotta buy it again, which I'm cool. I made that decision. Okay, if I had to buy it again because something broke on it, I already know I'm gonna chunk that up and buy it again. Versus with this, I don't have to buy it again. The same thing, you can get the same BCM, you can buy it already put together. I'm just using these two for example because I built this one and I bought this one put together. But just know if you know if something breaks, you're gonna have to pay for it. Versus if you build it, and if not, you ship it back off. And my thing is, this is just my opinion, if you can afford two rifles, whether you buy or build or whatever, have two. Because if you got a part that's broken on one of them, one rifle is down, and you got to order or whatever, you don't want to be handicapped. Even if you do like I did, you know, your first one was cheap, and then you bought your Daniel Defense or something, or BCM, or Nova Steak, I think that's what they call it, Nova Steak or whatever, that's a good brand too. And if you have to send something back, I mean, even if you're not shipping it, sending it back, or you have to buy another part to fix it, you got another rifle. So, you know, that's just my opinion. I hope they can help y'all out, man. Y'all have a good day, and I'm no professional. I'm just using common sense, man. Y'all have a good one. Peace. Uncle Life.
I hope